Hello everyone. This morning at St. Peter's Basilica, mourners gathered to pay their respects to Pope Francis, whose final moments remain a poignant mystery. His last words have resonated deeply with people around the globe, highlighting the powerful legacy he leaves behind. As the faithful lined up to say goodbye, the atmosphere was filled with emotion, reflecting on the spiritual leader's impact and the inspiration drawn from his final message. The scene was further enriched by the vibrant celebrations of Easter Sunday in Rome, where thousands filled St. Peter's Square, creating a memorable farewell for a revered figure in the Catholic Church. During a recent public appearance, Pope Francis appeared frail and diminished, sitting in a wheelchair and struggling to lift his hands for blessings. Despite his soft smile, observers noted a sense of heaviness in his eyes and a feeling of farewell in his demeanor. His final message emphasized the need for peace in conflict zones like Gaza and Ukraine, encapsulating a poignant moment that resonated deeply with those present. The simplicity and strength of his call for peace underscored the gravity of the occasion. Pope Francis has been experiencing declining health, leading to a more protective atmosphere among his close aides and a significant reduction in his public engagements. Following a recent service, he was reported to be resting, with no detailed medical updates provided by the Vatican. Despite ongoing health issues, including difficulty breathing and persistent pain, the Pope has chosen to continue his service rather than step down, even as rumours circulate about his potential resignation. His decision to decline most meeting requests after Easter reflects the seriousness of his condition, which has been deteriorating for months. In a poignant moment, the Pope appeared to convey a sense of fragility during a public blessing, leading many observers to speculate about the significance of his demeanor. As he made the sign of the cross, onlookers noted a feeling of finality, prompting comments on social media expressing concern for his well-being and questioning whether he was bidding farewell. While the public was left to ponder the implications of this moment, only those within the Vatican truly understood its context. The event felt more than just a routine blessing. It resonated with an air of conclusion, leaving the world to wonder if it was a planned farewell or merely a coincidental gesture. In his final hours, Pope Francis was surrounded by a serene atmosphere, marked by the soft hum of music in his room, which included a personal selection of holy music. He requested the presence of his trusted confessor, with whom he shared a private conversation late in the evening. After their discussion, the confessor left, appearing calm yet tired, keeping the details of their exchange confidential. As midnight approached, a longtime aide was summoned, and in a poignant moment, the Pope looked him in the eyes and expressed his readiness for what was to come, signifying his acceptance of his fate. In the quiet hours of the night, a significant event unfolded as a man chose to spend his final moments in the room where he had dedicated years of service, rather than being taken to a hospital. Despite past recommendations from the Vatican's medical staff, he opted for a peaceful departure, rejecting all but painkillers and avoiding any medical machinery. Surrounded by only 2 helpers and a nurse, he embraced silence until dawn. The nurse, who remained by his side, noted that he passed away with a serene smile, indicating a tranquil end to his life at 7:35 a.m. The Vatican has not confirmed details regarding the late Pope's final days, leading to speculation about a letter he wrote before Easter, intended to be opened posthumously. This letter may contain reflections on his papal duties or personal thoughts he never publicly shared. Visitors noted a file labelled in Spanish on his nightstand, believed to hold personal notes, which disappeared shortly after his passing. The Pope's last night was marked by a quiet preparation, devoid of grand ceremonies, suggesting he focused on what truly mattered, leaving behind an air of mystery and potential closure that may never be fully understood. The beloved leader of the Catholic Church chose to conclude his life surrounded by the people who had shown him unconditional love, away from the public eye and media spectacle. Despite his strong public persona, he faced numerous health issues that remained largely private, even from close friends. On the morning of his passing, the Vatican grounds were quiet, illuminated by flickering candles, marking the beginning of a new chapter, as the world outside remained unaware of the secrets he took with him. His life was characterized by a commitment to helping others, and he faced his final moments with courage and peace, ready to depart on his own terms. Pope Francis faced significant health challenges following a surgery that left him weaker and struggling to recover. Despite his pain, he chose not to disclose the severity of his condition, keeping his health issues largely a secret. In February, just months before his death, concerns grew within the Vatican as rumors circulated about his declining health, exacerbated by his demanding schedule and long working hours. While he remained devoted to his religious duties, those close to him began to fear for his well-being, suggesting that he may have concealed the extent of his suffering even from his closest advisors. Pope Francis faced his declining health with a spirit of love and humility, reminiscent of his predecessors, John Paul II and Benedict XVI. He chose to endure his suffering quietly, possibly to spare his followers from worry, embodying a selfless leadership style. Like John Paul II, who passed away shortly after his election, and Benedict XVI, who stepped down due to health issues, Francis understood the challenges of aging and illness. In his final days, he remained focused on his mission, praying for the world and refusing to seek sympathy, demonstrating a profound strength and commitment to his role as a leader. Pope Francis's death marked a significant moment in the history of the Catholic Church, symbolizing both the end of his papacy and a powerful testament to his faith and resilience. His funeral, which deviated from centuries of tradition, raised questions about whether this was a final act of defiance or a personal choice, reflecting his unique approach to the papacy. Throughout his life, Pope Francis consistently challenged established norms, and his passing continued this trend, serving as a quiet protest against the rigid traditions of the Vatican. The choices made during and after his death highlighted his desire to redefine the role of the Pope and the Church's practices. Pope Francis's funeral marked a significant moment that transformed global perceptions of the Vatican, showcasing the emotional resonance of his leadership. As cardinals carried his body, people worldwide observed in silence, reflecting the unity of the Church and mourning the loss of a humble and compassionate leader. The heartfelt reactions from the crowd highlighted the profound sadness over his passing, as his life embodied kindness and fairness. The funeral served as a global meditation, with the striking image of St. Mary Major Basilica, his burial site, contrasting with the Vatican grotto where many predecessors rest. This juxtaposition symbolized Pope Francis's papacy, characterized by humility and simplicity. In the days following the death of a beloved pope, over 2 million people across Italy gathered to pay their respects, reflecting on his legacy of peace, humility, and inclusivity. This collective mourning transcended religious boundaries, as individuals from diverse backgrounds, Catholics, non-Catholics, and those who had never met him, came together in both grand squares of Rome and small towns to honor his memory. The atmosphere was marked by a rare sense of unity and tranquility, as mourners displayed heartfelt tributes, including sunflowers, Argentine flags, and handwritten notes, symbolizing the profound impact he had on their lives and the community. These simple yet significant gestures underscored the shock and sorrow felt at the loss of a man dedicated to helping others. Pope Francis's impact is expected to endure well beyond his lifetime, with the potential for his already significant legacy to improve in the afterlife. The message encourages viewers to engage with the content by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more insightful videos. Thanks for watching.